Hey, what's up everybody? This is Sean, and today I'm going to play a little bit of Besiege. So Besiege is basically a building game where you can you make your vehicle and then you take that vehicle and try to accomplish these goals. So each one of these little plateaus here is a level. So it'll tell you, like, this one's destroying some kind of structure. You can kind of tell by the iconography on here. This is destroying a windmill. This is a battlefield. I think you have to roll through a minefield here. That's a little mine. It's kind of hard to see because it's so tiny. This is a castle wall you have to get around. This is where you have to fight a group of knights or infantry. So let's check that one out. So you start, these are all the infantry guys, and you can see all these little, there's different kinds of pikemen and board and sword type of dudes, archers back here, spearmen. Here's a mine here. So you zoom out using the mouse wheel. You can turn the camera by right clicking and rotating up or down, or see, it says kill everybody 90%, kill 90% of everybody here. It's kind of funny because if you actually spin it around, it's backwards, so that's kind of cool. So this is your starting block. You always have this block, but then here at the bottom is the genius of it. So these are just the basic set, and they're kind of like the things that you'll use a lot of, but there's all these different types of blocks you can use. So these are just the basic blocks again. Here's some more blocks. There's swivel joints, hinges, wooden panels, braces, braces are really good for keeping your structure stable, because you'll see that if you kind of just build willy-nilly and you make this crazy thing without any bracing, that it can very easily turn to shit. So there are powered things, which are wheels and hinges and steering controls, decouplers to disconnect things, springs, suspension, pistons, spinning blocks, and grabbers. Different types of weaponry, like spiked balls, metal blades, circular saws, which are kind of my favorite thing, metal spikes, cannons, flamethrowers, bombs, holders for catapults, flaming ball, again I think for catapults, and plows. There are different flying mechanisms, so you can put all these little propellers to help your dude fly around, or your vehicle, I guess, not really a dude, and then armor. So there's different plate sizes essentially. So small 1 block plates, these are kind of overlapping plates, and then wheel plates. So I've been playing this a little bit, so I'm going to really quickly make something I've kind of had in my head. And we'll see how it works out, because yeah, it doesn't always work out the way that you kind of think, oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty cool, and yeah, then it ends up just being a big turd. So let's do this. To get underneath, it's kind of a pain because you have to I don't know if that's wide enough. You have to kind of go underneath the structure. So I'm gonna, yeah, that's not gonna be big enough, because that is going to, and I can show you real quick what exactly this is gonna do. I'm basically trying to make a lawnmower here. So let's set this on the ground, and you're gonna see this is gonna turn really bad really quickly. See, it doesn't do anything. So, and then I get attacked. So let's remove some of these things here. Whoops. Okay. Go back and add on my blocks again. I might have to actually go. Yeah, that'll probably work. And then one of the objects here is, I think, there's no leaderboard. This is, I didn't mention this is really early access. So I'm thinking that might be enough. I should probably add one more block, but I'm thinking that maybe they'll implement leaderboards after a while, so that because you have, there's a count here. I'm using 22 blocks right now, which, you know, if you want to make something really cool, you're probably going to use like a whole lot of blocks. That should provide enough clearance. Like I said, I'm just going to make a huge lawnmower. Actually, what I want to do is something even kind of nuttier. So, because I've never tried this before. So, let's do this. Let's add another spinning block here on the bottom. And then, I mean, this is complete overkill. There's no need for this at all. One thing I really do wish you could do, and I don't know if you can change the rotation. That's what I was going to try to do, because this is kind of pointless to make it like this, but whatever. I would like to see you be able to rotate a lot of these different pieces. It's kind of hard sometimes to kind of get all this stuff together the way that I'm doing it. And I probably really should put some armor or something, or bracing. I will do bracing actually, because it's going to be just a real shit show if I don't put bracing on here, because it's just going to fall apart. But actually I'll kind of run with it like this. And oh, well, that was dumb, because now it's facing the wrong way. Yeah, put a spinning block on my oh crap, on my wheels. That wouldn't be. Thankfully, there's an undo. You get kind of caught up in building this. It's sometimes when you make a mistake, it's a little hard to go back and undo that mistake. And then, like, let's say, oh, I wanted to just add on a block. It can be pretty difficult to do that. So let's see how this works out, shall we? So you use the arrow keys. You hit this play button, and then everything starts moving. And that's how you use the arrow keys to steer if you have steering enabled, or you use the left and right to steer, up and down arrows to go back and forth. So yeah, see, with no bracing, whoa, this thing is pretty. Yeah, see, it's all just gone to horrible garbage really quickly. So yeah, so my block continues to spin. Let's add some bracing, shall we? So the objective again is to kill 90% of everybody on this screen. So what I usually end up doing is spending a lot of my blocks bracing. And you can go really crazy with the bracing. So cross brace. I'm not an engineer by any means, so this is probably the least efficient thing I could ever possibly do to brace this stuff, but makes sense to me. So oh yeah, I don't want to do that, because that'll, if I were to brace that, I wouldn't be able to turn. It would just kind of stop dead in its tracks. So that wouldn't be a good idea. And let's brace this here. There we go. There we go. And let's see if that bracing added a little bit of support here for my. Oh yeah, see, it didn't completely fall down. It's getting a little. Oh no, I lost my. I'm just gonna run these guys over. Oh no, there was a mine there that I didn't see. So if you have spinning machinery here, this is just continues to spin. I mean, that's just gonna go and crush people. So that was my idea from before. And another really cool thing is you can actually save your machinery. So that's going to be my spinning death. But let me load my killdozer. So this is these are circular saws, steering. There's no armor on here, and I have a couple cannons. So let's just see how this works out. And unfortunately, all the cannons have to be fired at once. But watch the kickback on this thing. Boom! So I can just, well, so that blade over there is just going to have a mind of its own. Which is, hey, you know, no complaints here. But as you can see, I'm getting a little worse for wear here. I only have, looks like I only have, yeah, 3 wheels. I'm getting just completely peppered by these archers. There goes my other blade. I have 2 wheels now, but I need to get over these archers because I think that's really where the main pain point is, and everything is just falling apart. Oh goodness, this is bad. Okay, maybe I can get there before the whole, yeah, no. Almost. See, this little red bar down here is basically what percentage of your, yeah, there's my blade over here spinning. But this is the percentage of guys that once you get all the way up, then you're kind of done. I'm trying to think if my killdozer was the vehicle. Might have been the battle tank. So let's play this one and see what happens. Oof, I missed. But yeah, this has the 6-wheel drive. I have a plow on the front of this one, but I don't have, oh, lost one of my wheels. I don't have any saw blades, so that thing, saw blades are very effective in wiping out infantry, as you can imagine, but I am either, yeah, I have another lost wheel. Actually, I have 2 working wheels on one side. So this will not be a success. If I had a flamethrower, hey, why don't I just put a flamethrower on here? Let's get a little closer here. See, I don't. You know, we don't need these. These aren't doing anything. Y to ignite. And then whoops. Arg. See, I haven't left enough exposed places on here. Let's get rid of the plow. Okay. I really should have something on the back here. We're gonna drag these things here. Ah. Oh, geez. Well, that may have actually worked. Because these guys are going to catch each other on fire, and I am just a heaping wreck. Oh, yes! See that? Hey, sometimes you don't have to survive to win. You just got to get your objectives. So here's my little burnt trees and my burnt mass of bodies. And got a few archers still picking at me, but I made it. So, I only used 101 blocks. You know, hey, no big deal, right? So that is Besiege, and it is currently $7 on Steam. It's early access, so it is really early access, but there's quite a bit in the game. As you can see, there's all these levels. I think there's like about 15 levels. And, there's all these different little land masses that looks like they're going to be bringing in. As you can see, only Ipsilon is available in the early access, but there's a sandbox, there's the moon, and I don't know if these little asteroids or satellites, I guess, will be anything. And I would really dig seeing a like multiplayer mode being added in, and then you can, you know, play against, make machinery, battle your friends, or I think it'd be really cool to just make some battle bots and fight each other, and maybe even do head-to-head, like not a time trial, but you know, who can destroy a level or one side of a base or something on their own, and maybe you could make like structures and stuff. So that would be pretty cool. Anyways, that's Besiege, and this is Sean for United Federation of Gaming, and thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.